Hello, my name is Gigla. Welcome to Bookstop Brixton Mix, and we're here today with Benny Blanco. Mr.
Thank
Blanco,
you.
how are you?
Good.
Good. Where have you been, Blanco? Where
We
have you
here.
been?
Nah, we here. We outside.
Now we're
No,
outside.
no,
No,
yeah,
I need to know where you've been because you've been missed.
Yeah, I mean, I've been just working on myself, working on my craft. Uh, you know, the scene is still booming, but we have to work on our own, on what we want to bring out to the scene in the future. So yeah, this is what I've been doing. This is, taking the time, mostly of, yeah, working on ourselves.
Okay, so when you say working on yourself, what do you mean? Like, have you been doing counseling? Have you, you been doing yoga, Benny?
No. But obviously, I mean, I've been promoting, or I would say, a little teaser of the next track that I want to bring out. So there is more. There is more. It needs to be, you know, polished, I would say, because I'm quite picky about that, as you know. And yeah, this is what we've been working on, and this is what will come out if we touch wood. 2024,
Amen.
we'll do that.
That's
So
amazing.
yeah.
What's the name of the track then? Have you got a name? Have you thought about it? I want to know all the
Okay.
details, Benny. I want to know the name of the track, who you've been working with, what's the working process been like. You need to give me everything, Benny.
So all right, in terms of working, I've been working with Soul Touch Deep.
Soul Touch Deep.
Yeah.
How
Soul
do I?
Touch Deep.
Where can I find them on Instagram?
Aye. He's on
Well,
Instagram. You can find him. You
Soul
can find
Touch
him.
Deep.
Soul Touch Deep. He's quite good. The music is really good. The influence that he's got is actually house music. So I think that we really relate on the background that I do like in terms of music and what he does also. And yeah, we've been working on this track that's gonna come out. There are more producers that comes. Shane 907. Potentially also Character K.
Okay.
So there are some of them are known. Shane he's got already like few projects.
Mhm.
Character K, he will grow. There are artists that they're young, they're not really well known probably over here in the UK, but I know that they have a quality in terms of, I mean, music wise, and we want to try to help them as much as they're helping me in my
Yeah.
craft. So this is an exchange which I really appreciate. So we try to work on that. And in terms of name, we potentially gonna call it maybe Bacardi or Madliza.
Okay.
But you'll know soon.
Madliza.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
So from what I understood,
Mm-hmm.
it's the name of an artist that he has a background. I don't really know properly, but from what I do understand, it's quite significative. It's got a significant, meaning. But who knows? I don't know. We'll see how
Yeah.
the track comes, how it's gonna be polished, and we'll decide.
Oh, that's
So,
amazing. It's interesting
see.
that you mentioned their ages as well, because that's one thing I've noticed about the producers coming out of South Africa. It's the youth, and I think that's where a lot of like the creativity is coming from. Would you agree? Like, because a lot of them are quite young. I mean, we have at all ages, because I don't think piano discriminates at all. We can tell from the groove.
True.
But in terms of a lot of the talent that's especially rising up now,
This is true. I just feel like even now you have the pioneer of the sounds. We know them,
Yeah.
all right?
Can we name them just because
Well,
they've
now,
been named
but-
on almost every episode?
But yeah, I mean like Kabza,
Yeah.
Mdu,
Yeah.
Jassy Q,
Yeah.
Kelvin Momo. I feel like they are the names outside. DB and Gogo.
Ah,
don't
babe.
don't forget it. But you need to understand that underneath those ones, they are so much like diamond. They need to be polished, but the sound is just pure. It's just quality. And some people do know, some people don't know them, but you still have dig in order to, you know, get
Yeah.
those diamonds.
Yeah.
So this is the reality of it. Now
Yeah.
what we are listening and what we, you know, the world bringing out in terms of amapiano, yes, is one face, but there is much more to discover. And I really hope that we're gonna come to a point where those faces come out.
Come out. I
Yeah.
know, I agree. You also mentioned that Soul Touch was his name.
Soul Touch Deep,
He
yeah.
comes from a Soul Touch Deep. He comes from a house background, so he makes
True.
more house music. I know from, you know, doing my little bit of research on you, house is your thing. That's your background. Also, that's kind of like the music you listen to. Tell us a bit about that and how that influences. Because I've heard the track. They haven't yet. You're not gonna hear it later. I've heard the track and I've heard the house influence, and I've also seen the house influence in the way that you played. If anyone wants to check out Piano Playground, you'll most likely see that. But
True.
tell us about how the influence of house. Let us in on like your favorite artist and who's influenced you the most and why.
I mean, the reality is this. If now we all know music has an influence of different genre. For me, piano, I mean, amapiano has also influence of house music. You will
100%.
recognize it. We do know that some producer or some artists that we're listening now were also doing house music before, and they came to amapiano. So I actually listened to house music when I came to London. It was back in 2017, 18. And I feel like, yeah, I started to enjoying it more and more, but because before I wasn't really listening to house music at all. And
What were you listening to before?
you know,
Yeah.
everything. But yeah, I'm just versatile. I'm listening everything, you know, like especially I was listening dancehall, hip hop, R&B, zouk, salsa. I mean, listening everything. But house, I think we can call it, it's a drug. You know, it's when you get into it, you're getting addictive.
That's it.
And then yeah, it came to amapiano. So I feel like it's been I don't know, a switch that brought me to it, and we kept with that, you know. I think we did it good. I think
Yeah.
the switch is good.
I
So
agree.
I'm
I
happy
agree.
with that. I'm happy with that.
I
We all
100%
I think
agree.
we're all happy with that. So
Yeah, me and you both. I must say, Benny, when I first came into the scene, and I spoke with people, because when I came in, what I like to do was to speak to people about different DJs, because that's where I got a lot of like my inspiration from. Like I was a big fan of a lot of you.
True.
Yeah, coming in like that's how I came in the scene new. I saw a lot of you already doing your thing. Like, you know, I'm a big fan of you. When I came in, there was Ade Smiles, there's all these different DJs. I just came in as a fan, mate. I came in loving it. Like, I remember when I first heard you, I was like the neatness of the mixes. Because yes, I was listening to amapiano outside of the scene from DJs that weren't specifically amapiano, and I was loving it. It, you know, it was a big part of my healing. But when I came into the scene and I saw how much you invested, like how much the DJs just invested in their skill and how much they put work into it, I was just a big fan. I know you as like the private school guy. When you hear Benny, you know, when I spoke to one guy, he said, the thing with Benny is just he plays too much private school. That, you know, sometimes he just needs to mix it up a little bit, because, you know, we're not in South Africa, we're Londoners, so we've discovered the sound, but not in its essentiality, not in from its core. We don't really understand where it comes from, but we know that private school is kind of the foundation of it, should we say?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And I have to say that it came from the fact that I had the chance of going to SA. I had that chance. I can estimate myself really lucky of being around Black is Brown, Mr. Jazzy, Zan, Maten. I've seen and I've heard, like, you know, it's like everything that you want to find out, you want to know the source of it. You want to learn a language, you go to the country. You want to learn how to, you know, where this music coming from, you go there. So I feel like the private school aspect is, yes, an influence, but the influence from the source, not from something else. And yeah, you know, I just love the purity of the sound. Yes, we're in London, but you have, I mean, if we're playing it as you do, I mean, you and I, we're not coming from SA, but we playing this kind of music now. And all I've been hearing from there is just pure quality sound. And this is what makes the whole difference. So I'm not saying that I'm playing totally private school. I'm trying to blend, but I'm trying to be as close as possible from what I've heard, because this is what I like. It's not, I don't know how to say, but it's just, yeah, I've been affected by it. Because when you hear it for the first time, trust me, you don't want to play something else.
Yeah.
You don't, no. You don't want, because it's pure music. The way they're doing it, it's just quality. And having the chance, even once again, to work with a producer from there, young, not known, I wish them to come over here to make people understand what is the source of amapiano and the way it's played over there. So, yeah, this is the influence that I have, and why probably I play so much private school.
Yeah.
But I'm sure people will enjoy it in the future. I'm
It's
sure.
good you mentioned Black is Brown, because I was going to ask you about that experience, but you've basically broken it down. I want to know how it was being around Urban Go-Go, Mr. Jazik himself. Like, did you get a chance to kind of communicate and just, not just
Of
communicate,
course.
but just be in that vibe, and like tell us more about how that whole experience was? Because you know, for most of us DJs in the UK, that's a dream, isn't it?
I mean, I estimate myself lucky. You know, I have to admit that. I have to estimate myself lucky. I had this chance of being around them, spending some time watching what they're doing, even if at that time, you know, like I didn't really know, I didn't understand it. But you are just listening to what they do, and it's just like, wow, okay. Playing at the festival of Jazzy Q was my first time playing in SA at that time, and I don't know if you probably bear in mind, I only DJing for probably 3 years.
Wow, Benny.
Before that, I wasn't, you know. So I estimate myself lucky. I estimate that a chance been given to me. Now I do appreciate the sound. People that don't like private school, sorry, mate.
Get out.
You know, but yeah, it's a trap music.
Yeah.
It's a trap music.
Yeah.
And they have so much talent. Zan, Matan,
Yeah.
Biza, Kane Victus, and I can name even like other producer like Fake Well, Good Guy,
Good guy.
Hassan, Thank You.
Yes.
So yeah, they have talent. They're like super talented, and I really look forward to hear more from them this year, because yeah, it's well deserved. I think like people need to hear it.
Yeah.
They need it.
No,
So,
I agree. We're going to come back to Good Guy Styles, but before we go to that, let's rewind a little bit and talk about, because you said you came over, what, 2012 to the UK?
So first time, 2012.
Yeah.
First time, like proper, like first time.
Yeah.
Left
Okay.
2013,
Where did you go?
2014. Went back to France.
Okay, so you were coming from France.
Yeah.
So you were there, you were born in France.
Yeah.
You've been in France your whole life up until 2012.
Until 18.
Okay.
18. Came to London 2012 because I wanted to learn how to speak English.
Yes.
Apparently. Left for a few years. Had the chance of traveling, you know, being back and forth, not really focusing on music at all, listening a lot of music. I'm a music guy. I've always been around music. My older brother's been around music, dancing, singing also. But really, 2017 is the year when I said, you know what, I'm gonna stay. So I'm here. I'm in the UK, not moving.
Amazing. Yeah, we
So-
love it here. You sound a bit like Tebza there. Tebza was like, I love London. I wish I could stay in London
Yeah,
forever.
but
Bless
you know,
him.
like when you have the chance of traveling, you want to discover more. So, yeah,
No,
if we
I
can
love
do
that.
more, we do more. You know, especially with the music, it can help. So why
Yeah.
not?
So what's your background? Where are your parents from then?
Both parents from Martinique.
Martinique. Oh, nice.
Martinique, for people that don't know, sorry, from the West Indies, small island next to Venezuela.
Nice.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm born and raised in Paris, up to 18 years old. After that, you know, I've never been into the amapiano. You know, I don't even know, like, I didn't even know before. I was just listening zouk, dancehall, hip hop, just listening this kind of music. But yeah, this is where I'm from. You know, a small island where we have our culture and we live with it.
Okay,
So
amazing.
it's-
So when you first, talk to me about when you first came into the scene, when you first decided like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. What kind of influenced that decision? Like where was it? Was it like I don't know, amapiano and chill, something that you came and heard the music at? Talk to us
Nah.
about what made you like, when you first saw it and you said, wow, I'm mad. And then that kind of when you decided, yeah, this is me.
You know what? It's just that my brother was telling me, don't you want to DJ at some point, because I didn't know what to do. I think it was during the COVID time. And it's something that came up to my mind. But you see, like, put it this way, you've always been around music. You've listened to music all the time, whatever you do. But you never really come to this idea of, oh, you know what, I'm going to become a DJ. Because I never dared to do it. But when the idea came and the sound came at the same time, I'm saying, yeah, this kind of things I would love to. I could have done, you know, probably hip hop or house. Could have been an idea. But I feel like this genre is just gathering everything, jazz, house. It's a blend of everything, and I really enjoy the fact of being able to mix it. And yeah, it came up from that. This is what happened. Like the reality is, it came up from an idea. I said yes, I'm gonna learn how to mix, and now let's try to work on, you know, more.
Can
So-
I just give a personal thank you to Benny's brother, because you've given us a treasure by suggesting that. Yeah. Big up Benny's brother, man. Big up Benny's brother. That's
thank you
major.
for that.
Yeah, no, because we needed that. We needed
the
you
credit,
to come in.
the credit on that, yeah,
Yeah.
we have to give him on this one. Just this one, huh?
No more after this.
Mm.
Okay, awesome.
No.
Okay, fast forward. Let's talk about it. Piano Playground, my guy. When I saw the quality of the production, the quality of the music, let me give you your props, man. I'm so like, I was in awe. I was inspired. I loved it. You know, I called you. You remember I called you?
I know. True.
Yeah,
True,
I
true,
called
true.
you. I called Benny straight away. I said, Benny, what is this, man? Congratulations, this is amazing. Because I was just so impressed. You know me, I love when new things are happening in the scene. I just love activeness. I love when things are happening, when things are fresh. Like, talk to us about your inspiration behind Piano Playground. How did you get into that? Who's supporting you? Who's on your team? What's going on?
I mean, we we have we have a team that's been working. I have to admit, in order to make it happen. The inspiration of the playground was, I mean, we had some names, but you know me, I'm a free spirit. You know, we like to enjoy when we play. Smoke, we drink, we enjoying it.
Rock
We're here to
stars,
dance.
yeah.
Not really a rock star, but you know,
Chilling.
we can be in a small committee and just enjoying it. So the playground was, I feel like, a name that really reflect myself and the way I would like people to enjoy this kind of music. So yes, we came up with first episode, second episode. We hope for third one.
Are we hoping, Benny?
we have to hope. We need hope in order to make things happen, plus the will. You know what I mean? This is what has to be done.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, the playground, the production, the cameraman. I have a really good team behind that. I know I have to thank them. So
Yeah. No, that's when did you start your first one?
first one was last summer.
So that was
It was around August, I think.
is that 2022 or 2023?
2023.
Yeah.
2023. Yeah.
Summer 2023.
So
Amazing.
yeah, this is where we started it. So yeah, man, it's a long journey. It's a journey, especially in London. You know, like trying to bring sound as close as it is from there over here. This is my goal in terms, like, personally. This is my goal. I want to get close to this, make people understand and discover what it's like. Some people might like it, some people might not like it. This is the truth.
Yeah.
But this is what I want.
So for you, the experience in SA was so astounding that you want to bring over that kind of
crazy.
vibe. Oh, okay.
Listen, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You need, I mean, the way probably you're gonna see in certain video that I've showed you also, that they like to party.
South Africa's groovers, man.
Evan was like, my
Yeah.
my manager. We were talking about that. You can do whatever you want, all right? But the sound,
Yeah.
this is what they have: music, quality, food, drink. So some people would say it's the minimum. Some people would say, yeah, it's too much. I don't know whatever they were going to say. But with those three things, you have an enjoyment that you cannot compare. And yeah, it's really affected me. The sound. And I think, like, look, you and I,
Yeah. We're here.
we
We're
come
here.
from a different nation, but this is what we're listening now. So
We're here. We're trapped in piano. We're staying
Trap.
here.
trap, yeah, this is
Yeah.
crazy. This is
Yeah.
crazy. I don't know if one day I'm gonna switch. I doubt, because that I have first a lot that I want to achieve in that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, crazy,
Facts.
insane.
Oh, that's crazy. So I just wanted to ask, because like we just spoke about in terms of when you first came in the scene and what kind of influenced your decision to come in. I want to understand, just before we move forward, what's the difference between when you first entered into the scene and what the scene is doing now? Like, how do you feel? How do you feel about it? Like, what are you saying?
I mean,
Be honest, Benny. Be honest, Benny.
we both know. I mean,
Be honest,
there are a lot of
Benny.
switch. There are a lot of switch. There are a lot of switch. But the reality is, or I would say the truth is, some people will push the authenticity of it. Some people will try to develop it in a kind of way, make it, trying to blend it probably with other artists, other genre, to make it sound like piano, and, you know, trying to bring other influence into it.
Right.
But will he make a massive difference? Yes. In a good way? Yes or no? Taste of people probably going to change. And this is why now we have things coming out, tracks coming out. Some people love it, some people don't. Me personally, I really look up to what those young stars over there are doing. This is why I like to dig in terms of what's those artists doing over there, more than probably what's happening in America or in Europe. You know, this is my thought. So
I don't know, Benny, because I feel like, and I've always said this, in order for the sound to travel, it's almost like when you have a child, you're going to have to lay it out in the world to have certain experiences, but the child will always come home or be from home. I think, like, personal opinion, do you get me? I think in order for the sound to grow, people have to relate to it. and how they're going to relate to it by putting their own little spin on it. I mean, this is the thing you
True.
were saying about taste, like you said, it depends on people's taste, because some people might not like the private
True.
school. Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's why it's, I'm not saying no to this, but still, like, we know where it comes from. If now you have a lot of artists doing it, or even like I'm saying myself, as a French person, playing amapiano, but I don't wanna, how would I say that? Like, make it sound completely different in order to probably like create a different category of it. No, I want to keep it as it is, but bring something new to it.
Yeah.
And I just feel that nowadays, I don't know, I even sometimes feel like, are we gonna probably go back to house music?
Yeah.
Or we're
What,
gonna
you think
go
it's
back
so
to-
gimmicky?
I don't know.
You think it's starting to sound gimmicky, Benny?
I wouldn't. I mean, if you hear now certain artists, you have certain doubt. But until we have those artists, young artists, still playing the way they're playing, as they are, they are home over there in SA, they need to bring those songs out.
They do.
Because I think the only difference that I would say between now and before, you have new artists coming, but they're exposed. They are on camera.
Yeah.
They're outside.
They're outside.
They're
Yeah.
outside. So, yeah, we need to expose them more and more.
Okay.
So this is why I wouldn't say like, well, I would say that if I play on their behalf, I'm happy to sound like that.
I love that so much, Benny.
I like, yeah.
Yeah, I
would
love that
say
so
if
much.
if that's a way of saying it, yeah, I would call myself like a Cole Porter.
Yeah. No, I love that, because I was speaking to, not speaking to, but I messaged K-Star. He's a young lad. He's doing a lot of amapiano right now. He's also very young, coming up. We love his music. I think I've heard a DJ Cash playing him quite often, and that made me dip into him, and I really had an interest in him. And he made a remix to Whoopty,
Okay.
but a piano version. When I tell you, the club went mad when they heard that tune.
Okay.
It was crazy. But that's only because we can relate to it. It's whoopty, whoopty. Do you get what
That's
I mean?
why.
But
Yeah.
it's got that piano spin, so they just can't like wrap their head around it. Anyway, I messaged him about it, and I was like, yo, like, you really did something with this track. And the guy messaged me back, cap, like, laughing, like, he's like, no, you're lying, like, because, maybe because
He didn't
of what
believe in it.
he didn't believe in it, maybe because of what you're saying in terms of like it being a US song turned into amapiano. Maybe he has the same core beliefs that it should stay core. I'm not sure.
But the question probably you should have asked him is, what make him not believing in the track that he's done himself, knowing that you have your taste and enjoying it
Thoroughly.
but probably from what he's heard, even like, this is the thing, sometimes when you're listening too much music of other people, you now want to get close to this.
True.
But the reality is, those people, they created it because they have their influence, they have the taste, they do what they love. You want to get close to it, but would you be able to do it as close as it is? No.
Yeah.
Potentially no, because you have to create your own.
100%.
So yes, I think like I need to hear that. I need to hear that, but I just feel like if people likes it, you have to take the credit. And yeah.
Okay, that's amazing. Okay, let's quickly talk about some of your gigs then. So I saw you at Afro Piano Fest.
It was a time. I
It
do
was a
admit
time?
it was a time. First festival in
Awesome.
London. First festival in London. First experience, like around several stage. So I take that as a good experience. If I have to do another festival, I would definitely do it. But yeah, I think like it's something that people should experience, I think that we have now not only Afro Piano Fest, we have Ama Fest, and I hope more festival will come as big name, big stage, and a lot of artists coming from SA. So yeah, I have to be proud of the achievement,
Yeah.
and let's see what can be done in the future.
Amazing. And you also have the show on Drums Radio, don't you? Forbidden.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Talk
which
to us about that.
we need to get back to it. Like I'm
Yeah.
saying, I've been really quiet myself. Like I'm
Yeah.
saying, we're working on myself, on my craft.
Can we just big up Drums Radio, by the way? Sorry
Yeah,
to interrupt.
I
Yeah,
have to
Drums
admit.
Radio.
I have to admit.
They're really pushing the piano sound in
sound.
terms of radio. I mean, Afro House too, but where I feel like piano needs to be supported to that extent.
Elevated, yeah.
Elevated,
and they're doing
yeah.
it.
And they're really doing it. Hold Tight to Silk and the misses over at Drums Radio, because they're one of the first ones. I mean,
Yeah,
I had another radio.
Dams, like, thank you, yeah, really thank you for that. And I feel like they giving us as a DJ the freedom of expressing ourselves on the radio.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I do owe them a mix actually.
Yeah.
So I definitely have to do that with a blend of the new track and what's coming up next.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah,
When is the
definitely.
show? When is your show? When is it, and how often is it?
So normally mine is every Thursday, second.
Yeah.
Third?
Every second Thursday.
Every second of the month, if I'm quite sure. But yeah, we need to get back to it. Like I'm saying, I've been working on my craft during this time. Not MIA, but in the corner.
Yeah.
So we work on that. We'll work on
Okay.
it.
Well, I really look forward to hearing you back on. I mean, once you get everything together, of course you need to do your thing. But
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to hearing you back on there, and because it's a great opportunity, and a lot of people actually tap in. It's something for us. So once you're back on, just make sure you promo on your Instagram so we can see.
Instagram. I have to
Yeah.
get back on this one too.
TikTok is a new one, my guy.
Aye.
The kids have moved on.
Aye. The dance move. I can't do that
You don't
yet.
have to. You don't have to, Benny.
But we'll expose much more music on the platforms this year. Yeah, we need to. It needs to be out. You already have a glimpse, so keep it for yourself for the moment.
I will. You know
All
I
right.
will. You know I will. I mean, I might play it like as an
Nah, not
Benny.
yet, not yet, not yet. I have to be sure. I have to be, like I said, everything has to be polished, and yeah, we'll bring it out.
Okay, I appreciate
That's what it
that.
is.
Is there anything you wanna leave for our viewers? Anything you wanna say before you go?
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's what I would like to say. Continue what you're doing, because I feel like the words that you have right now with other artists that's been on the platform and will come on the platform, that really helps. And yeah, we have to keep pushing this sound, because I really love the sound. I feel like this is quite strong. People probably do not understand it, but for me personally, it is strong, and this is also why I accepted to come to speak. But yeah, thank you, and we look forward to see more.
Mr. Blanco, thank you so much.
All
man.
right.
Thank you for coming on.
Always.
Appreciate you.
All right. Pleasure.
That was nice. And cut.